Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to Newbreed Film Reviews. This is Dave. Brian and Paul are on a podcast, of course.
What's going on?
Hola.
This is a big episode for us. This is episode 50. That's a nice number. That's a pretty big number. We initially were going to do 12 episodes, and here we are at 50. So, are you guys proud of that, or what do you think?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. The hardest thing is coming up with topics. You guys come up with most of them, but you know.
Good thing movies keep getting pumped out, because
I know.
To keep us in business.
Yeah.
Not to mention there's 100 years of movies we could be watching, but
that's true. We don't go way back either. We need to go back to a couple of like 1960s gems.
Yeah, we gotta broaden our horizon.
Dude, what about The Birds? Where Alfred Hitchcock?
We stop at like the 80s. We touch a little bit in the 70s, but we stop at the 80s pretty much.
Well, it's
I'm excited. 50 episodes, man. That's like 50. That's 50 episodes in the bucket. I'm good for going to 100. I'm good for going past that point. But
I'm ready to retire.
Are you?
Retire while we're on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to get there first.
Retire while we're rich.
Yeah. Making a whole whopping 0 cents per episode. So
Right. Yeah, we do this podcast like strictly for fun and like pleasure. It's just like our passion. So,
Oh, speaking of, so I listened to another podcast recently, and I won't say what it is, but it was interesting to say the least.
Was it like super X-rated, like nutty?
No, it was a new podcast. Dave, you like to call them copiers, like they copied us because it was like once we came out with ours, they decided to do one.
Okay.
It was interesting though. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out to you guys.
Shots fired.
You should listen. It's totally different from our style. Totally different. So I wouldn't call them biters at all. Actually, I get where they were going with it. But just like ours, they need some polishing.
Hey, we're rough at the start, man. If you're listening right now, we're at 50 episodes in. Go look and listen to like our first like 4 episodes. We were like uneasy with whose turn it was supposed to be and like not knowing how to establish ourselves. I think we got a pretty good flow going, and I think we got a pretty good rhythm and a pretty good feel to the episode now. At the start, we had to work out the kinks,
I think I dare to say that I think we're seasoned. Like I'm not gonna say we're like 10 years in the game, but like I think I'm not bothered at all by being on air. It's like nothing to me right now.
No,
Kristen the other night though, when Kristen did a guest spot, if you guys haven't heard the Inside Out podcast, like the Inside Out review that Brian, Kristen, and I did the other night, go back and listen to it. Kristen being my girlfriend, but she was so nervous going on the air. And I had to explain to her, like, listen, it's just going to be you, me, and Brian sitting in a room talking to each other. There's nothing to be nervous about. But she just, even when we were all done with the podcast, she was like, oh, my God, I was so nervous. But I think she did really well. And hopefully you guys all listen and think the same thing.
At the end of the day, like, our fan base are probably like a bunch of effing degenerates. So it doesn't really matter, like, what we say. Oh, actually, no, that's Real Fiends. I'm sorry. That's that fan base.
I still haven't been on Real Fiends. I don't know how I have not been on there yet, but I haven't.
Dude, they're at like 70 episodes.
Hey, dude, whenever you want to get on and shoot some shit, unfiltered, we just get on there and talk shit. Talk shit about movies. And Bry's been on there.
I've been struggling to find the time to get onto this podcast.
Yeah, you got to get on, motherfucker. You like that shit? All right, so this episode, Brian, you want to talk about this episode?
Sure. The theme of this episode and the main topic that we're going to talk about, Dave came up with this one. It's our greatest movie performances all time. And this is not necessarily greatest movie performances that are Oscar award winning. It's just ones that we really personally thought. There's characters that stood out to us. There's performances or certain instances where we said, damn, they did an amazing job. So that's kind of where we stand on this subject. Just like what we always do with Newbreed film reviews is we give you a real average guy look at people. We're not some hoity-toity Robert Renever, Oscar award-winning people. We just give you the dirty on who we think does an awesome job. So I don't know who wants to go first on one of their main topics and see who they think did the greatest performance. Dave or Paul? Which one do you want to go
Dave
first?
Can go first.
All right, I'll drop a couple because I have like a beefy list. This one just came to me.
Dave's got like 20, but we're gonna get through.
It may be more. It may be more. I just quickly looked them, so I'm just gonna blast through them.
Yeah, but I got a feeling that a lot of them are gonna be overlapping.
Rehashes, yeah.
Yes.
See, like my picks though, like I picked defining roles, like ones that you look at an actor and you say he's so and so because he did the job so well.
That's the way I thought of it too. Like the character being that, or the actor being that character.
Right, and it doesn't necessarily mean they did a great job because some of my picks are amazing performances, but they overlap between just you are that character or you did an amazing job.
With a shotgun.
That's not on my list, dude.
That's good. It should be on worst performances.
I keep saying this shit. You people out there listening, hobo with a shotgun. It sounds as messed up as the title. I mean, it is as messed up, but it's entertaining. It's fun. Anyway.
Waste your damn time.
No. Rip and Grinder, the bounty hunter guys. So, all right, I'm going to throw two out there. First one is definitely just a career performance. And some of these, like, movies and characters we talked about in other episodes, but it's going to be Liam Neeson in Schindler's List, based on a true story. He played Oscar Schindler, saved a bunch of people during World War II, and it was just I think that's Liam Neeson's greatest performance out of his whole career.
The only time I've ever liked Liam Neeson is in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't get tired of that movie. I love it to death. It is just such a touching, amazing movie. And the fact that it's true. And my next pick, which you guys could touch further on that, but my next pick is Al Pacino. You can finish this one for me. You know what I'm going to pick?
Carlito's Way.
Tony Montana.
Well, that was a good one too, Paul, but it's Tony Montana.
I actually have that one on my list of, my list of two. Mm-hmm. That I came up with before the show. That was the first one I have on there is Al Pacino with Scarface.
Yeah.
There's no performance better than that, really.
Yeah.
That's why I can't believe they're going to try to reboot it.
That's a mistake.
When they try to I mean, who are you going to have fit in Al Pacino's shoes for that movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a complete mistake.
But yeah, no, I agree with you, Dave.
Career defining.
Yes.
He has two. Michael Corleone and Scarface.
But that was on him. Like, he pursued that movie. That wasn't like, he auditioned for this movie, got the role because he did so well. He actually, this was something that he basically got made and got himself in that role. Mm-hmm. So.
I didn't know that.
It was amazing.
So, those are my picks, fellas. Who's up?
Brian.
Paul, you want to go?
No, because I don't have a very good list right now. So,
I'm going to say this is actually I'm going to touch one movie, and I'm going to say two performances within that one movie that I really loved, and there were two different actors. Unchained, I think Leonardo DiCaprio did an amazing job as Candy. What was the first name? I don't remember. I think he did an awesome job.
I don't remember.
Playing the plantation worker, but I think who stood out to me more on that level would be Christopher Waltz playing the German. He did an amazing job in that, and he also did an amazing job in Inglourious Bastards. And I'm excited for him to be in the new Bond.
Yeah, he is.
So those are characters that I liked personally. They're not. I don't think they.
What, Brian?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
My video is like cutting out. Yeah, so you're lagging for a little bit. So just keep going.
Okay, you just cut off. For
Yeah,
a second.
you're the one who's cutting out a lot, Bray.
Yeah, Christoph Waltz, right? That's his name.
All right, so go ahead and continue combo without me. Yes. Yep.
Here we go again with that super delayed bullshit. Brian's gonna be like, yeah.
I'll cut my video too, see if that helps.
All right, so no man, those are good picks. Christoph Waltz is almost like he came out of nowhere. Like, I first saw him in I think I don't want to say the first time I ever seen him is in Django Unchained. Maybe it was, but like,
Did you see Inglourious Basterds?
no, it was Inglorious, and I thought he was an amazing villain. Like he was an asshole, like squared. He was a fucking douche.
Squared asshole.
Yeah, to the second power. Good picks. You want me to run with?
What about Leo? Do you like a different? Do you like a different Leo?
Do I have a different
Leo?
I do have a different pick.
No, a different Leo. Like I liked Leo in Django Unchained. You got a different movie that you liked him in better?
I do.
What movie?
I do as well.
Not that I liked him better, but what I think he's defined as, and when you look at him, it's going to be Jack from Titanic. Like he's always going to be Jack from Titanic. Like that's his main role that people associate him with, in my opinion.
I think so too.
Gilbert Grape.
Great
along
movie.
With Johnny Depp.
Dude, Johnny Depp is my dude. I love Johnny Depp.
Such a good movie. Yep, absolutely. I also have, you guys probably haven't seen this movie, and it's definitely geared towards a specific audience, but the performance by two different actors in this movie is just incredible. One is Terrence Howard. I'm sorry, the movie is Hustle and Flow, and Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson both have just unbelievable performances in this movie, and I don't expect anything less. Like both of them are incredible actors who, in everything they're in, just completely become that character that they're portraying. And
no, I think that was a great movie. You're right on that. Saying he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of input. I can't say that I seen him in but I know Terrence Howard, and I do think that he's good. I mean, like I don't think he's like amazing like that, but that's the beauty of like differences of opinion. I do think he's a good actor. Dude, I was so bummed when they didn't have him in Iron Man 2. Like that shit sucked.
The fact that they made that switch, like, don't even bother, because I noticed it right away. It was what's his face? I don't remember the guy's name who replaced him, but it was
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. Not that he's bad at all.
No, Don Cheadle's good.
But to go from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle, like that's not the same person. Like there's no resemblance other than skin color there. So
yeah, not even that.
Yeah,
Don Cheadle's a lot darker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no personality similarities, like no part of that.
It's like Wesley Snipes and LL Cool J, like those kind of complexions, like coffee and just like a lot darker.
All right, I wasn't trying to turn this into that kind of a discussion, but yeah, it was a bad mismatch, and it drove me crazy. So, all right, Dave, go ahead.
That was disappointing. So I got a couple of fun picks. I'm going to spit two out again. One is serious and one is fun. So my fun pick, and you guys are going to agree with this shit wholeheartedly, Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Like, he is Freddy. Like, that's it.
Still to this day.
It's
hard to watch him as anything else.
Yes.
Like, when you watch him as anything else, you still see Freddy Krueger.
And this is how amazing this is. Like, you would think by putting... Because Freddy's not a character that's like a regular guy's face. He has a lot of like makeup on and burnt, prosthetic like makeup. And still, nobody can do Freddy but Robert Englund. They tried it with the remake, and the new guy, he's creepy. He's kind of cool. He was in the new RoboCop. He was in Watchmen. I forgot his name. he couldn't pull it off, man. It was just like
tried.
he tried. Robert Englund brought something to the table. He was born to play Freddy. He will always be associated with Freddy, and he said he's too old to play him again, which sucks because I think they're gonna try to reboot it again. But anyway, my second pick, and you guys can rant on it more. My second pick is, of course, you guys are gonna agree with this: Denzel Washington as Alonzo Harris. Not even gonna get into it because we beat this shit to death already.
I think he was all right.
Yeah, we did. I think we beat that shit to death, man.
Yeah,
I think almost every single episode, Denzel Washington and Alonzo Harris comes up.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't figured that out, we hold him in high regard.
This one's debatable, cause like, I know Denzel has had other amazing movies, like Antoine Fisher, he was in, I think it was a series called Glory. I mean, he's had a lot of crazy roles, but I think his defining role where people, you know, if he like passes away, they're going to be like, yeah, his performance in Training Day was like him, like Alonzo Harris.
That was his first,
that was the shit.
I think that was his first villain role too. I think that was his first like bad guy role. He was always the good guy hero.
Mm-hmm. Which had a shock factor.
Exactly.
So.
Does it might go?
Could be.
Yeah.
Paulie, you want me to go?
Yeah, go.
We're just talking.
I have
crap.
a couple now, so.
We're just talking crap on how we have a good flow and how we figure shit out, and now we're stumbling through like idiots. Yeah, we're seasoned, Dave. We're real seasoned.
Hey, man, even the best.
This one, I know this is going to be on. I know this is going to be on your list, Dave. And this one has to be on the top of my list. This is the movie I think he did the best in, and you know, you always said. I always thought he was a dry, nonsense, like shitty actor, and you're like, you haven't seen him in this movie, and when you do see him in this movie, then you'll change your whole mind. And Christian Bale in American Psycho, amazing performance.
I agree.
Just watch the first 3 minutes of the movie where he's talking about putting like the lotion on his face. You can just see how like how psychotic and everything is in a row with him. He just did an amazing job. On that movie.
Super OCD and just crazy.
Now, does he talk with a British accent in that movie, or does he talk with his American?
Regular.
No. Yeah, regular.
Regular?
But very American. yuppie talk, though. Like, hoity-toity. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. Christian Bale's not done. He's far from being done, but if he were to pass away tomorrow, I think that American Psycho.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then another one I can throw out there, and I liked him in two movies. There's one that, obviously, this is the movie that he's in the entire time, and this would have to be Kevin Spacey in American Beauty. I think he did an amazing job on that, of going through midlife crisis and kind of just dealing with himself, and he carried you through a movie with no action. He just carried you emotionally through the movie, and I think he did an awesome job.
Kevin Spacey's role in American Beauty was amazing, dude.
Yes.
Like, that just cemented his place in acting as, like, I wouldn't want to say one of the greats because, like, I don't think he's done enough consecutively. But
no, I don't think he's up there with, like, De Niro, but I think he's still a fantastic actor.
But that performance is just about as good as anybody's. Like, he just was, like, awesome in that shit. He's a great actor. From what I've heard, he's awesome in House of Cards. I loved him in K-Pax. Like,
K-Pax was good too.
Very touching movie and super deep, and I guess you can perceive that movie in like different ways. Like, there's so many different ways to view like what happened in that movie. I don't want to spoil it, but K-Pax is great. That's a good pick, Kevin Spacey.
Obviously Seven too. He was only in that movie for like 15 minutes though, but.
He was good, but I don't know. I definitely think American Beauty was more of a.
No. American Beauty's way more, way of a better role for him, like to stand out as a performance. We're talking about performance here. I think he did a good performance for a short amount of time that he was. Actually, that last scene that Kevin Spacey was in Seven, but the entire movie, American Beauty, did a fantastic job.
Yep, I agree. You want to go, Paul, or
I can go.
Okay.
So one of mine is Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That didn't even make my list.
Did that
make your list, Dave?
It didn't make my list. It's a great pick. I'll comment on that when Paul's done.
He just way outperforms Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck does well in that movie too. But Matt Damon's character is just far superior. His interaction with Robin Williams, the iconic scene with the two in the office, and it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. Don't do this, man. Not you. That whole scene was just, it was very powerful, and it took two very good actors to make that scene work the way that it did. So that's one of them. The other is Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Jackie Boy made my list.
Yeah, he's in most of the movies he does. You got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, even as the Joker in the 1989 Batman. Great performances, but I think one of my favorites by him is in The Shining. It's just a great movie and a great performance by him. He really encompassed that horror genre well. So
one day.
Red Rum.
I'm just gonna bash your head in. Can I comment real quick, Brian, on Paul's picks?
You go right ahead, sir. Don't be hating on Matt Damon, though.
I'm not. Because this episode could be broken down in great performances and also performances you're known for. So I think Paul picked a great performance, but if I can pick one for Matt Damon that I think he's known for, it's kind of funny because even though his performance in Good Will Hunting is like far superior, that's like crowning performance crazy. I want to dare to say he might be more known through the masses as Jason Bourne. I think people more associate him as, that's the guy from the Bourne Supremacy. So it's funny. It's funny how like you can have a crazy performance, but you're not known for that sometimes, and you're known for like a hokey action movie. But
his Good Will Hunting far surpasses anything he did in Jason or Bourne Identities movies.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. That was an amazing movie. I don't even own that, but that's a movie that you must see before you die. That's how good that movie is.
Yeah,
it's like life altering. Paul's pick on Jack Nicholson. Jack made my list, and I also picked The Shining, and Paul mentioned the Joker. So for me, Jack's crowning performance is probably The Shining, and I think I may be wrong because people may say The Shining, but in my mind, I just view him as the Joker. I will always view him as the Joker. That's just me, though.
You think he's better than? He portrayed a different Joker than Heath Ledger. But I was going to bring up Heath Ledger right now just because we're talking on the subject about his performance as the Joker. I don't think you can stamp him as like the permanent Joker because guess what? They're just going to keep doing it and they're going to keep making changes. But as a pinnacle performance in his career, Heath Ledger, he did a fantastically amazing job in that.
It's the Joker. Yeah.
Yes.
For him.
He portrayed his own version of the Joker, whereas Jack Nicholson portrayed like a happy, crazy, and he played like a darker, messed up Joker.
Yeah.
But I think
Jack's Joker was, not to cut you off, he was still psychotic and dangerous, but he definitely was more cartoony.
Yes, that's what I guess that's the word I was trying to go for, like a over-the-top kind of goofy Joker.
But it was a Tim Burton movie, and that's his style. It's over-the-top, very cartoony.
Mm-hmm. But darkness too, though. Tim Burton always has like a gothic, dark vibe.
He's got a very gothic look to his movies, especially that one, which is why that's one of my favorite Batman movies, because of that dark gothic feel.
Yeah. Loved Keaton as Batman, dude. He's my favorite, but I got a funny feeling Affleck is gonna kill it, and he may be the best.
I think so too.
We'll discuss that later.
All right, who's go?
I think it's yours, sir.
All right. I got two serious ones. I'm going to say Russell Crowe. I like Russell Crowe. I think he's a great actor. His career peak performance is probably, to me, A Beautiful Mind, based on a true story. Is based on this like brilliant dude who was like schizophrenic. Highly recommend that movie. Great movie.
I want to speak on Russell Crowe. Whenever you're done, I want to say something about him.
Okay, and then the other movie, the role that I think he's most known for, even though he didn't do the best in, but still was amazing, was Gladiator. Like, people be like, oh shit, that's the dude from Gladiator. Like, to the general stupid people. Uh, the mass public. Oh,
The
that's
mass
the
public.
gladiator guy.
Yeah.
My next pick, and I know you want to touch on Russell Crowe, Paul, but my next pick is De Niro and his performance in Raging
Let
Bull
me guess.
as
Oh,
Jake
I was gonna say
LaMotta.
it. I was gonna
Yeah,
guess it.
legendary boxer Jake LaMotta, just amazing performance. Taxi Driver, Travis Bickle, and Godfather Part 2 as a young Vito Corleone. So I couldn't pick one, but I had to pick three, but I think he's most known for as Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver. Probably.
You can't get mad at me, but I haven't been able to get start to finish through Raging Bull.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Dude,
I haven't been able to.
It's not an action movie.
I know.
It's black and white.
I've tried it twice.
It's not for everyone.
I get like 20 minutes, half hour in.
Do either of you guys have a copy of The Godfather I could borrow? One or two?
I have all three,
them.
dude.
I've never seen them. And I need to. That is the movie series that I have to watch in my lifetime, because of every person ever has seen it except for me.
Part 2 is like,
yeah. That's the one. That's the one that really sticks out to me. That's the one I remember.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah,
masterpiece, dude. Like, amazing movie. Because De Niro kills it in that. Like, his performance.
I mean, and also to touch on that too. I know we're going to Russell Crowe. Marlon Brando did amazing in The Godfather as well.
Yeah, he did.
Go ahead, Paulie.
So Russell Crowe, people are gonna hate on me for this, the same way that you guys hated on me probably for Pitch Perfect. But Russell Crowe was in the movie adaptation of Les Miserables with Hugh Jackman, and that is actually one of my favorite movies at this point. Like, it's just such a good movie. But Russell Crowe kills
top 10
in that movie.
Top 10.
It's in my top 20, not top 10.
I'm sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
That's it. But Russell Crowe is just like really, really good in that movie. He's very talented.
Dude, little backstory. An ex of mine, put me on Les Mis, and I was completely against it. I was like, it's not my kind of movie, blah blah. But I like Hugh Jackman, and I gave it a shot, dude. It was freaking amazing. Like it was. I was blown away. Like,
you got Sacha Baron Cohen is in it. He kills it. Tim Burton's wife, ex-wife, is in it.
Chick who played Catwoman, Anne Hathaway. She killed it.
There's a lot of big names, and it's a really good movie from start to finish. And it caught me off guard too. But I was like, I want to see what all the hype's about with this, because I'm not a musical guy. Like, I'm not that type of dude.
Yeah.
But when I watched it, it had me going. Like, first of all, the songs were catchy. They got stuck in my head a lot, but yeah.
Dude, Jackman,
give it a chance.
Jackman amazed me, like, cause he was like acting and singing as like a lot of other people, everybody else in the movie, but it's just,
all sung
it was amazing. It's the level of difficulty, like, to pull that off, and they did it. Like, I was blown away. Like, holy crap. This is crazy. But good picks, dude. Brian, what you got?
Those are your picks. I was just going off of them.
That's true. I got a funny one, and I guess it's a funny / serious one for my next two picks. And my favorite, he's been in tons and tons of movies. My favorite comedian actor would have to be Will Ferrell. But I think the performance that stands out the most would have to be Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. I think that's the one that stands out the most to me as the best character actor that I think he has done. Yes.
What did he say? Dude, I'm not to cut you off, but what did he say that got him fired?
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. That was funny.
Yeah. So that's, he's got tons of other great characters that he plays, but that one actually is my absolute favorite. You know, Ricky Bobby and he plays, I don't know what his character from The Other Guys is, and he plays like a lot of funny characters, and but
he's
that's
really
the one that
good
stands
at
out to me
getting
the
into
most.
character.
Yes, yeah. And my other one would have to be, Wow, I just drew a blank real quick. Hold on. Tom Hanks.
Ah,
And I have to bring up Forrest Gump as
of course.
the all-time best movie. Those are one of those feel-good movies for you. He did an amazing job. He teetered on that line between, I'm not going to say retarded, but kind of special
guy.
a special guy, and he did it. He executed it great, kind of like Dustin Hoffman did it for Rain Man. He did an amazing job, and I think both of them played their roles amazing and gave amazing performances.
Yeah. Tom Hanks, dude, if I could touch on him, one of the greatest actors ever. I just got to bring up Castaway. Like, I think as far as like difficulty, like carrying a movie, he killed it in that. It was like, wow, I was entertained by it the whole movie, and that was a big role for him. And Big.
Yeah, I remember Big.
Big was
Big.
Yeah, dude, that was
The Terminal.
Big movie for him.
Do you know they're shutting down that store, that toy store?
FAO Schwartz.
Yep, the original
really?
one that's in that movie with the piano.
Wasn't that featured in Home Alone too?
I think so. Yep.
One of the Home Alones.
Yep.
That's sad, dude.
It's very sad. Why are they shutting it down? It's just not doing well.
Yeah, money.
Well, you know why? It's because kids these days are all stuck on their iPads and iPods, and
they don't give a shit about wooden toys.
They don't care about real toys anymore, man. I'm going out and buying real toys, and I'm friggin' pushing 30. You know.
Yep.
I still have an appreciation for that stuff, but these kids just don't.
They don't give a crap about toys you could bludgeon yourself with. Because, dude, back in the day, they had, like, blocks of, like, wood.
Yeah.
That was like a train, but you could, like, bludgeon another kid with it. Like,
Yeah. You know, we used to shoot at each other with cap guns and.
Oh, dude, I remember those.
You remember those little white poppers you throw at each other?
Yeah. You ever pop one in your mouth? Like, try to squeeze it with your
mouth?
teeth?
No, I used to just pinch them in my hand and do it. Like in my fingers.
Dude, the gases from the pop guns may not have been healthy.
No, it was just a little bit of sulfur.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they smelled weird. Those are classic.
Wait, you're talking about pop guns, not cap guns?
Well, like with the little disc that had the little, like, white circle things that you, like, pops and little smoke comes out.
Okay. Because there was pop guns, too. Pop guns were, like, they looked like shotguns, like the way you cocked them and everything, and they just shot out air.
Oh.
A blast of air.
No, I never messed with those, dude. Never messed with those guys. But that's sad, though. That's American culture, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Right.
No imagination left, but yeah, that really sucks.
Whose pick?
Either of you guys.
I'm pretty much done, so.
All right. I'll drop two rapid fire right here. I'm going to say, Paul, this is going to get Paul heated right here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say Harrison Ford, mostly known for, and this is tough for me to say this because I know Paul's going to attack me right now. He's mostly known for Indiana Jones.
Indy, man.
But
Indy.
I know Han Solo, Paul. I know, dude, but it was close. I had to just pick Indy.
You think I'm not like arguing that, but do you really think that he's more well known for Indy than for Han Solo?
I think so.
Wholeheartedly, yeah, I do, dude. Like global wise, like I think, dude, but it's so close. It's so close. But I think when people they associate him with Indiana Jones more. I don't know. That's tough though.
No, that's fair. I mean, to me, he's both. Like I actually wholeheartedly see them as two different people. But I can see that. Like I believe it. Han Solo's better. I mean, let's face it, he's got a Millennium Falcon, but
got that whip.
He's got a bullwhip. Cool. Like I love Indy. Don't get me wrong. Like I absolutely love him. But anywho,
my second pick is Mel Gibson as Mad Max. I think, and that one's tough too because I think he's more known for. Not more known for, but it's close. Like Martin Riggs. No.
Yeah, Martin Riggs probably.
Lethal Weapon and
Braveheart.
I mean, Mad Max though.
But I think Mad Max. That's me though. I think he's more known for that. But it's close because I think Lethal Weapon was more popular.
Well,
I think
this
so
isn't
too.
necessarily about what they're best known for, though. This is just like your favorite performances by these, like iconic performances by these actors.
Well,
So,
Right.
my
even
picks,
Did you like him?
my picks are a mix.
Okay.
I gotta
Did you
be
like
difficult.
him? Did you like him better as Mad Max or Riggs?
Is a tie. Like
Yeah.
I think he did awesome in both. I love both characters. Martin Riggs is crazy.
Yeah.
He's awesome. So those are my two. Who else is up? You got any more that came to mind, Paul or Brian? You got more?
No, I'm good.
I got like probably 12 more.
Jeez.
12 more.
I can
I don't
spit
think we
them
have
all
time for
fast.
that.
I can throw them out fast though.
I got like 2 more, and that's it. So I'll save one, and then you go, and then it'll go back to me for my other one, okay?
Okay.
I'd have to say Ryan Gosling in The Notebook. It was an amazing performance by him.
Wow.
That was kind of like him getting in the field and getting himself out there and his name. And from all ages, young to old, men, women can acknowledge the fact that he played an amazing character, an emotionally jerking character in that movie. So that's my pick for Ryan Gosling. I'm sure, Dave, you have a different opinion about what movie you would love him in, but I say The Notebook.
I think his performance is better in Drive. Like it was more. I don't know. Like
He didn't have a performance in Drive. He just stared at you.
But that's the thing, though. Like
Girl?
It's one of those like less is more kind of roles. Like just him, he just pulled it off. Something in that movie he pulled off. It was like amazing to me. But he's probably more known for The Notebook. He definitely is. And The Notebook didn't really get me though. It wasn't a tearjerker for me. I was like, it's okay.
You didn't cry at the end?
No, dude.
Spoilers.
It didn't get me.
This dude's wife doesn't recognize him anymore. She has Alzheimer's, but he goes and reads to her their like journal or their life story every day, and then they die together at the end of the movie in the bed together in the nursing home. It is the most beautiful thing you will ever see in your life. And Dave is cold-hearted and did not show any emotion at that most amazing scene ever.
No, dude, I can say with a straight face, it didn't get me. Like, I was like, And some movies get me, but The Notebook didn't. It wasn't a bad movie.
Fair enough.
I kind of saw it coming. That's what happened. Like, it kind of took it away from me. I was like, but anyway. So, you want me to rapid fire mine real quick?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to do this quick and dirty. And I'm going to explain my picks. So Robert Downey, most known for Iron Man. That's my opinion. Sigourney Weaver, most known for probably as Ripley from Aliens. Or Ghostbusters.
Thank you.
Arnold, come on. You guys can answer that one. Terminator.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Stallone, he's had several iconic roles, but I'll say Rocky.
Rocky would
that's
have
my
to be
opinion.
his top one. Yep.
Anthony Hopkins, probably a mixture of most known for and also amazing performance, Hannibal Lecter.
Right.
All right, you just stole mine, so you can just roll through the rest of your list.
All right. Bruce Willis, I want to say, again, these are my opinions. I want to say he's most known for is John McClane from Die Hard, from the general masses. Jodie Foster, a mixture of both. Most known for and great performance, Agent Starling.
She was great in Mad About You.
Silence of the Lambs. She was in
I'm joking. It was a joke. Helen Hunt was in both of those.
Helen Hunt was fine too.
What?
I had a crush on her, dude.
Gross.
What, dude? Helen Hunt. She had that rump.
He's got some weird taste.
You have crushes on lesbians,
dude. Helen, is she? Is she for real? Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised.
He likes those butchy girls like Sigourney Weaver and stuff like that.
That's true.
No, dude, I don't got a crush on Sigourney Weaver. I said I would have like tapped it, but I was just being honest. Let me see. Okay, Jason Statham, probably most known for as the transporter. Leonardo covered that one. Jack from Titanic. Keanu Reeves, Neo from Matrix.
Well,
What do you guys think on that one?
What about Speed?
Speed.
Dude,
I think Speed.
You think he's more known
No.
for?
No.
Dude.
Joking with Bill and Ted, but I think he's more known for Speed than he is for The Matrix.
No,
dude. No way.
I
Paul.
liked him. I liked him better in Speed though than The Matrix.
He was cool in Speed.
I liked his character better. He had more emotion.
Yeah, he's kind of wooden.
Could you listeners please message us and let us know if you think that Keanu Reeves is better known for Speed or for Matrix?
Dude, Matrix.
Dude, Matrix made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and Speed made nothing.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves was already well known by then. It wasn't like he wasn't a nobody, and Keanu Reeves already had a bunch of movies out by the time that Matrix came out.
Okay, check this out. You can go to Japan and you could have a poster of The Matrix and Speed, and which one you think people recognize more? Matrix. I difference of opinion there. Christopher Reeve.
I digress.
Superman.
Children of the Corn.
Oh, he was in that. He was in that. That was a good movie.
No, definitely Superman.
Christopher Lloyd, Doc from Back to the Future.
Yep.
I think that's his most known performance. And then my last one goes back to back with that one, and it's going to be Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly and Teen Wolf, but more so Marty McFly.
Definitely. I don't think Teen Wolf has gotten the recognition it deserves.
That was fun. That was a good movie.
It was a fun movie.
For 80s. They have a show out. I didn't...
Yeah, but...
So I think that...
What, bro? Uh-oh. He said, I think that,
No,
we'll get his answer.
You were already starting to get into it, so I just cut off. I did cut off what I was saying because you guys kept talking. It wasn't like a lag thing. Go ahead. You're talking about Tween Wolf, the show, and stuff like that.
He said Tween Wolf.
He's an 11-year-old wolf now.
Yeah, on Nickelodeon. Tween Wolf.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, Paul?
I'm just going to say, how are they going to have a show based on a movie that came out 30 years ago?
Hey, they're doing Scream on MTV right now.
But Scream came out, holy shit, 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Wow. I cannot believe that.
Counts.
That's one of my favorite movies. Scream. The first one, the others.
Yeah. Was Nev Campbell in that?
Yes. Nev Campbell, I think, was in all of them. Sidney Prescott.
Dude, back in the day, during that era, it was Nev Campbell was the hottie, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and the third one was the chick from I Know What You Did Last Summer. The one with the big boobs. What was her name?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Boom. It was those three that were wet dreams for every...
No. Who was Buffy?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She was Buffy, but she was wasn't she also in I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I don't remember. I know Jennifer Love Hewitt was.
Yeah.
That scene when she was like, what do you want? And she's on the dock and her tits are bouncing. That's all that scene was about. That wasn't about the acting. She's just hopping around. It's jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I wasn't hating on that.
Surprise killer in that movie. Actually, all those movies had a good surprise killer.
I don't even remember them, to be honest. I just remember certain aspects of them. Anyway, so those are my picks. You guys got any more?
No, I think that about sums up my picks.
All right. So that's episode.
So if any of you guys thought any different or disagreed with the movies that we thought, just hit us up on our email. It's newbreedfilmreviews2014@gmail.com. And tell us which ones you agreed with, which ones you disagreed with, any of them that we missed. Hit us up on Facebook on our messaging.
If you guys,
that's Newbreed Film Reviews.
If you guys disagree out there, you're wrong. You're wrong. We're seasoned reviewers. 50 episodes in. Season. Like adobo.
I just want to know I have been manning the Twitter page again. I wasn't on there for about a week, but I am back on there now. So you can definitely hit us up on there at Newbreed Film and let us know. So
yes.
Good episode 50, boys.
All right. So that wraps it up.
50 in, 50 to go.
Yep.
You guys stopping at 100?
We'll see what happens. We thought we were stopping at 12.
100's the next
Next
milestone.
milestone, because I was gonna rock this till the wheels fall off. Anyway,
when you get up, I don't know, when you move back up here from Florida to Connecticut, though, we might, if we get the studio going, then we might do it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
But then I'm gonna see your ass a couple times a week, anyways. So it's not like this guaranteed hanging out.
We're definitely gonna do the studio thing for the show. Newbreed Studios. We're gonna have like special guests. We're gonna have like those obscure D-level actors that were like in a Netflix movie. Special guest today.
We'll have Cuba Gooding Jr.
I'm gonna try and get some shout outs from Comic-Con in a couple weeks.
That'll be cool. All right, guys. So we'll be back with 51, which is the new trailer talk.
Yep.
Which is going to be Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, the newer trailers, Bond Spectre, Everest, Mission Impossible, what? Mission Impossible.
I think it's Rogue something.
Rogue Nation or something like that.
Rogue Nation, yeah.
Creed. The new and Creed. Vacation.
Yep.
All right, so we'll talk about that in 51. Later, guys.
Later.